lot of he has a lot of things like pocket sixes, pocket sevens, pocket eights.
Yeah.
I think your river size as well. If you're going to value bet, that's a good size. So I think it's close, but I'm always going to be happier if you take a more aggressive decision.
Yeah.
But I would have preferred check, and then you could just call.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it. I like it.
Cool. Boom. So, boom. We got another Saturday session on us. Pat and I just crushed it at my gym at UBC. It was a hot one today.
It was fucking hot. I don't want to say I was overheating, but like I could feel the heat like emanating off. Like every part of my body was just like bright red.
Over the last couple months, more than a couple months now, but we've been working on the structural component. You know, getting his body awareness into certain types of the workouts. But now we want to like speed up in regards to the cardio. Everything's gonna be matched up with cardio in some ways, and that's kind of what we did. We're maximizing the last couple of months of summer and the summer heat, and we pushed through.
Good, put in the workout. I'm feeling the difference. It's definitely getting to a point. This shirt used to be a little bit tighter around the outside. Now things are starting to get loose, starting to be a little bit more fitted or a little bit more spacious. I think the diet and exercise. It's something like I've had an idea, but like I've never been able to really implement it. And Elias has fortunately been able to showcase and teach me the ways and get me on the right path to this journey that we're on.
Again, hydration is key. So is cardio. That's what we're going to maximize the weight loss. He's doing what he needs to do in regards to the diet. Now we're going to get that heart rate going. We're going to get a sweat, and we're just going to start burning more calories. And it's in addition to the structural component that we've been working on, but also again just put in work. And that's what we plan to do right now on the GG table.
So Saturday sessions, we're doing the $105 GGMasters Bounty event, as well as whatever secondary tournaments we can fit in. It's the GG has plenty of tournaments, plenty of options for us to play, so we can jump into a bunch of things. But we're gonna start out with the $105 bounty.
Let's get it. Shoot. But on that point, we put in some work together, and now we're gonna put in some work on the felt.
Yeah, I mean, looking forward. We just had a fresh coaching session going over his Beat the Pros. Second or third place. So hoping to see what we can implement, some of the latest lessons we've put in. Hopefully see it on the felts today.
Damn it.
The big thing I want to talk about is pre-flop. Mm-hmm. So you re-raised, right? You 3-bet. But what size did you pick?
Was it 2?
Well, you only min raised it, right? Remember, that was one of the main things we talked about.
Yeah.
That's when we're 3-betting, you got to go at least 3 times the bet.
Sure, 3 times
we're very deep stack right now, so you can go even larger.
Yeah,
so like
makes sense.
in these situations, like you have to, if you make it too small, you're giving your opponent way too much
wiggle room.
Yeah, and you're not allowing them to make mistakes, and you're not putting money in when you have good hands. You make it way harder to put money in when you have good hands, and also make them fold when you have weaker hands. You do have the time bank; you're able to use it for a reason. Just think it through. Don't think about your decision before you click raise, before you click call. Think about it a little bit more, and then click it.
Gagnon at the higher hand on the flop.
Top pair.
Top pair. Make him wait. Make him wait.
So Kosi basically tells us he has a flush draw. I think he's basically told us he has like ace-10, or he has like a suited ace, not flush draw. Yeah, I think he played it well. I think he raised, small 3-bet, I think it's fair. We did make a good hand. We checked, but he bets. Oh shoot, we didn't put that. Yeah, if you wanted to get tricky, usually on a flop, but like once we get to the turn, there's only one more card to come, and there's only one more streak to bet, right? So you have.
And that's what you want to maximize this card.
And we can just simplify it too. It's just like we have a really good hand we want to put money into.
Yeah,
you can just think about it like that too. So at least you tried to win the pot. And then when he calls, on a 9 river, it's gonna be tough to win. There's some other rivers where you can just bluff and keep going, but I think that's a good river to stop because if he checks twice, he's gonna have a lot of 9s.
Yeah. Ace. I'm gonna go for it for that.
Damn it! Oh. And then on the turn,
really feel.
And then on the turn when you lead, it's kind of like there's no reason to lead. We should have lost almost no chips in that line. we should have basically lost nothing. We should have just folded flop.
Yeah.
That was the
Folded flop.
that was as bad as it gets. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that one. That was like. I don't think there was any redeemable clause. I think the honesty is probably
the best part.
I think so that you realize like I can't.
He's not happy about that.
We can't be doing stuff like that. Like on the flop, he bets small, but like if we hit a 10 or a 9, we're not doing very well, right? Like if he has an ace, we're drawing dead.
True.
Because like we get it backdoor trips, he still has an ace, we're drawing dead. Backdoor hearts might not even be good for us either because if
it is a higher one.
he can still have higher flushes.
King,
so like,
yeah.
there's literally no redeeming qualities to calling flop. Fortunately, with GG Poker, there's plenty of tournaments to play. Can't manage that one. That was a freeze out, but we'll get back into some other stuff and we'll go from there. Get into the GG Masters. All right.
I will redeem myself.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen you do that. Not while I'm here. I've never seen that. That's why I was a little bit more taken aback. It's like, maybe there's been some aggressive pre-flop calls. Yeah, it's whatever. But that was a bit.
He's not mad. He's disappointed.
Yeah.
He's also mad. He's not mad. He's disappointed.
Better get.
I love how you say that. Yeah, to win it. Let's go, champ.
My first bounty on the board. Okay, that's easy. Just,
easy.
Call it all in. Get a few chips. Okay. Calls. Jack 9. Ace 9. Hey, baby. Oh, back to
Let's go, champ.
Flat box.
Just killing it.
Sheesh. Everyone sit. Eldered. Things are going. I don't if you had a successful beat the pros adventure this past week or not.
I definitely did use some of the again being more aggressive and also again using the component of different probable odds and whatnot to kind of guide my game plan.
Any limping?
So definitely took. No, I only limped once or twice as a bait when I actually had a really good set of cards. So it was again with the people I was on the table with. They started to be aggressive. You can see that they were trying to pick me off. So I limped just to go all in, and I knocked him out.
And that's one thing too. I think while you're playing, like there's all this theory and doing this and that, but there's also just a lot of intuition with poker, and I like that like you knew the strategy raised in, but you were willing to sort of recognize what's going on in the situation, and I mean that's the bulk of poker is sort of just going with your instincts, recognize the situation, knowing what you should do, but knowing what could probably be the better option. If knowing what you should do, what could be better. I like hearing that, and the rationale. I like hearing it. I like that you're being creative.
No, again, every body is different. So figuring out what works for you, and it's a progression. Just like on the poker table, just like when you're in the gym, it's not the first session. It's not the second session. It's not 6 months, but you'll start to see the difference between the 6 months and the first session. So as with anything, just keeping at it.
Again, yeah.
Yeah. Just check if he bets, depending on
I'm literally one away from the straight.
Yeah. So he's telling you he's got something reasonable. It's not like a draw. Yeah. So in these situations, you want to think about, before if you were to bet, you'd want to think, what worse do I make call or what better to fold? So in that instance, you're trying to make better fold, right? I think it's fine. I think it's well. I don't really know what he's repping. I don't think our opponent makes too much sense, but we kind of just have a hand that doesn't really care. He didn't bet too big. If you went 33%, I would have been happy. 50% is good, but pretty money.
Still winning. Let's go.
Still got another hand to play. We got a big one here too. So one thing to think about here is the fact that big blind. Well, I wouldn't do that. No. Because remember the 3-bet. If you're 3-bet, you go bigger. But one thing to think about is when this guy goes all in, it's gonna make these guys go crazy, right?
Yeah, jump in.
Yeah, good fun.
Good boy.
Yeah, so here we're looking at ace 10.
That's hilarious.
Elias, focus! If somebody limps, don't raise to 2 bigs, raise to like 3.5. Because like if you're raising, you're going to want to raise with hands that are good, and if the hands are good, you're going to want to put more money in.
Yep.
And typically, when people limp, they want to see flops, so they're going to pay. They're going to pay the price. So you might as well get a little bit of juice out of them, you know. Spoiler!
Winner!
Let's go, baby. Not make up for that one little misstep there. Pick up a $50 bounty. I think we've almost made money on the tournament now. Yeah, so like one of the things that's important is like when you're on the bubble and when you're closer to the money, you want to be a little bit tighter. You don't want to be putting chips in wildly. The only time you do is if you cover everyone and like, you got a big stack. But when you're like the 20 big blind, 30 big blind stack, you want to do your best to try to avoid confrontation and just, you know, sort of just survive. And once we get really close to the bubble, you just shut down because like you're guaranteed a cash essentially. So anytime you are playing a pot, you're basically risking the guaranteed $28 you're gonna get. It's like, yeah, I mean, we folded king 3 here. It's great. We would have made trips though, but like, it's still like, you know, we gotta shut down. If we start playing king 3, we're probably gonna bust some tournament.
Keeping it simple, but I don't want to make it look too obvious.
Especially when the player raises from earlier position, but in general, like he's got 25 bigs. Like once you're in that like 20 to 30 big blind range, a lot of the time when you're 3-betting, we're just all in. Especially when we're out of position. Like I was in the small blind, so if either of the two players call, we're out of position, right? So like that's the sort of thing that like you need to be ideally more cognizant of is thinking more about just going all in when we got ace queen, jacks, 10s, you know, ace king offsuit, stuff like that. We'll still 3-bet aces, right? We don't want to jam aces.
I'm gonna scare off anyone else, so I'll let them
Okay.
get in on it. We in on it.
Okay.
We in on it.
Good luck. Here we go. This is a big one. Good play. Okay, so primarily we need to beat ace 7. Oh, let's just win. No sweat. Put a 7 out there for the sake of it. There we go. We get a bounty. $11.25 bounty. Let's go.
Huge!
Massive.
We in it.
Of hearts. And we've got that reputation, you know, we just went all in with Jack 5 suited. This guy's crazy, you know?
This guy's crazy.
Oh no, we need an ace. Red, 2 red cards.
Oh!
Wait, it's not over. It's over!
It's over! It's not over! It's over! Let's go, champ!
Oh, that's a big one! I think we might be chip lead.
Let's go,
Oh my
champ!
god. We need some emojis for that one.
All the emojis.
Wasn't so confusing.
Legend.
Sheesh!
Legend.
So that's a big
You're
one.
number 1?
Let's see. We are 14.
Getting there.
Wow.
Getting there.
Yeah.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
One person has 170 big blinds. Like how? Like look at some of these stacks. Like how?
Big it up.
Like I just want a big one. I'm barely at the top. I'm 96. This guy's got double me. How? These guys are good.
I like the fold. Yeah. I think also that is the right thought. Like if you're gonna call there, you should just go all in.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that was the right thought there, and I also think it's the better fold there.
Yeah.
Because they're still in the bubble. You don't actually know if any of the shorter stacks have busted yet, right?
Yeah.
So like you could end up busting here, and you just bubble the tournament and you lose $28. And like you're not gonna win more than $28 there by doubling up. So if you had like top pair, all right, we're gone.
Yeah.
So be it. But yeah.
Oh, he got there.
King.
Sheesh. That's rude.
That's the top. That's the top. No queens. Get out of here, 6s.
Hey, let's go, baby. Let's go, champ. Let's go,
We're
champ.
fucking leaving.
Let's go, champ.
Sheesh.
Legendary.
I've made it to Money Bubble now.
Money.
Saturday.
Man's in the money.
Not yet. Saturday session 105 bounty. We're still kicking.
Cheese.
Still in it. Still in it to win it. He's still in it to win it.
He's going for it. Here we go.
Here we go.
This is it.
Why'd
Here
you
we
have,
go.
Why'd you have to do that?
Here we go.
What?
He's got King Jack, and we're gonna hold.
7. Just need an ace. Just need an
It's
ace.
an ace. That's it. That's not much. Just need a 4. 4. Yeah.
So close.
And I think what's important there is, you know, we had the unfortunate mistake with the 105, but we improved upon it and we played better the next 2 tournaments. So, I mean, it happens. Like sometimes you're gonna make like I do some pretty irreparable things where I'm like, holy fuck, like I can't sleep, but you know, I make some pretty bad mistakes.
Made a huge
like,
mistake.
Like it happens. Like it's gonna happen. You're never gonna play perfect. You're gonna do something crazy, and you're thinking, "Oh, this makes sense," and then you realize, like, "Ah, this doesn't make any fucking sense. What the fuck was I thinking?" But it is what it is. You know, it's just gotta learn from it and move on.
He just needs 9. Oh!
Oh,
Hero.
this is what I was thinking about.
Legend.
I had Queen 10.
Yeah. All right.
We're doing okay. Who was it?
What was it?
I had Ace 8 offsuit.
Mm.
It's a flip. It's a classic one. Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
You don't want him to get a diamond either. You're good.
Hey,
He's good.
We're not fucking losing, baby.
Holy.
My man.
Let's get some emojis in there. Get some.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, baby. That's it.
God, that was sick.
Can't like a wreck. Oh.
Man, it's crazy. You just have support beams that can be
Yeah, man.
purposeful.
Yeah, came with the place.
Oh, might be take
Chip
2
it out,
here.
2021.
Might not even.
Oof.
It's not bad. Yeah, because we're just getting good pot ups at that point to even hit like a backdoor flush draw. Okay, so yeah, we have good activity here.
Hey!
Let's go! We're not fucking leaving.
Huge.
So we're at the tail end of another great Saturday. Today we have obviously the GGMasters bonus bounty of $105 buy-in. My main man Patrick, aka the Egyptian, he's still in it. He's still in it to win it. He's in the money right now. Yours truly, I busted a little early. It happens to the best of us. I don't want to talk about it.
Vicious cooler, aces versus kings, hit a king on the flop is still.
Don't want to talk about it.
We don't have to talk about it.
We don't have to talk about it. But I was able to play 2 other tourneys. Did much better in the second, and then even better in the third. Got in the money and was able to recoup some of the losses of earlier today. Was able to make the coach proud that I was able to readjust and have a much better attitude in regards to, and I guess ethic, if you will, in regards to my playing. So I got in the money eventually today. Patrick, he's still crushing it. He's still looking. He's had a couple of really good hands. He's had some solid ups and downs. More ups today.
more ups.
Yeah, way more ups today. And again, it shows the level of one, his patience, his ability to kind of, the game of the war of attrition, if you will. Like, we were talking about, there was about a solid hour where he did nothing but folding, and then he just won 2 major hands, and he's back in it. He's back in, the middle of the pack right now, and he's got some serious money on the table. So I'm gonna keep an eye out on it. Both him continuing to crush it, and then kind of record some of the final, the final moments, if not the final table, as Patrick looks to keep doing what he does. Win.